Oh, good. They even wrote on it. All American.
Yep.
What land? Like, I didn't take shit from fucking people. And most people are doing this aren't even.
Land back.
You're not gonna get the fucking land back. It's already here.
So this is a Lincoln Memorial, Abraham Lincoln. This is where the statue was at.
Back in you ready? And you know how to drive?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, do that. Get that one and then you get one. Hey, there's where Waldo is. You're ready.
Alright.
Good?
I'm gonna come on that side, because...
She's the only camera that's not.
Alright, 3, 2...
Good? Michael Cross here, Republican nominee for State Attorney General. Our website is michaelcrossfororegon.com. Today's a very sad day in Portland, and several monuments were removed, were toppled over. The Oregon Historical Society Museum was broken into, priceless artifacts stolen, desecrated, that were made by minorities. And here I am in front of the Abraham Lincoln where the monument used to stand, and they toppled it last night. This was placed here by Henry Waldo Coe in 1928. And I'm going to read to you. It says on there, there's graffiti on there, it says land back. So I don't know what that's about. But this is about Lincoln. The Oregon Lincoln Bicentennial Commission was established by Oregon Governor Ted Kulongoski to mark the national bicentennial celebration of the President Abraham Lincoln's birthday on February 12, 2009. This dedicated group of Oregonians brought together to increase knowledge of Abraham Lincoln in Oregon, held educational town halls throughout Oregon, and recreated historic events from Lincoln's presidency. In addition to Lincoln's lasting legacy of ending slavery, and I'm going to repeat that, in addition to Lincoln's lasting legacy of ending slavery in the United States and preserving the Union, the OLBC emphasized Lincoln's contributions to Oregon in support for the Homestead Act, establishment of land-grant colleges, and launch of the Transcontinental Railroad. This man helped to end slavery, and they toppled his statue. The other one over there, that Theodore Roosevelt, he was working to end tyranny. They toppled his statue. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the groups that are responsible for these criminal acts, they like tyranny and they like slavery. Those two things, because the men that represented all that those things that are against those things, they toppled their statues. Lincoln was against slavery. They toppled his statue. Theodore Roosevelt was against tyranny. They toppled his statue. And I, after getting elected, will assist the federal government in prosecuting whoever did this with 10 years of prison. I will assist that investigation. And these people that did this need to spend 10 years in prison because this is inexcusable. And I can't understand it. I really can't. I mean, if it was a controversial figure, if they had done some things in their lifetime, I can understand some people don't agree with those monuments, but in this case, that is not the case. And furthermore, even if a person did something controversial in their life, we need to remember what they did. The bad things in our history, we need to remember, because if we remove those points in time, anything relevant to that, anything that happened, if we remove that, then how are we going to remember? It's like in our lives, Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. And when we make mistakes, we can't learn from our mistakes if we forget those mistakes. So the only way we can make our lives better and be better people is by learning from our mistakes. And that's why, even if you disagree with a monument, you need to let it stand. But in this case, I don't understand why they did that. I don't understand why they would do the things they did. That tells me that they are against minorities, they are for slavery, and they are for tyranny. And the elected officials in Portland need to hold these people accountable. If they don't, I will be investigating them as an accessory to these acts, and they could face 10 years in prison, according to the new federal law in desecrating monuments. So, Wheeler, Mike Schmidt, hold them accountable, or I'm coming after you. MichaelCrossForOregon.com. Remember to vote. Today is the last day to register to vote if you're not already registered. So check your status, make sure you're registered online. You can do that at the Oregon Secretary of State's website, and we're going to have a link for that on our page. Share our stuff. We're on Instagram. We're on, where are we on?
You're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, email, just about anything can be.
MichaelCrossForOregon.com. The email address is michael@michaelcrossfororegon.com. So this kind of stuff needs to stop, people. This is not the Oregon that I know and love. This is why I'm running. This is why I'm running, because we need elected officials to hold these people accountable and protect our people, our residents. These items that were made by taxpayer dollars, I don't know if who paid for this or what, but basically it's on public property. And so these items, these monuments, are held in trust.
Thank you.
They are held in trust, and our elected officials, police commissioner and the like, they have a duty to protect our things that are owned publicly. We all own this, okay? So them desecrating this monument, it's their own monument. Why are they doing this to themselves? And these elected officials need to protect our stuff, these items that are held in trust, paid for by tax dollars. This is not right, people, and it needs to stop. I love you guys. Share the videos. MichaelCrossForOregon.com. Bye-bye.